So the story starts with the lighthouse keeper Tom on a hurricane night spotting Atlanta, the queen of Atlantis, lying on the shore of the ocean. On knowing further, Tom comes to know about her and her place Atlantis, that is the kingdom underwater, and that she had ran away from an arranged marriage. Soon they start to love each other and later have a son Arthur, and who is the Aquaman itself. Later, it's seen that the Atlanteans attack Tom's residence to take Atlanta away. Further, in this movie, it's shown that the Atlanteans are planning an attack over the surface in leadership of Atlanta's pureblood son Orm because of the usual intrusions, and most importantly, that they think that the surface people are so violent that one day they'll kill themselves by first destroying Atlantis. For keeping safe from the intrusions, the Atlanteans have paid the surface pirates, and thus the Aquaman becomes their enemy while he's trying to protect the crew of a submarine. Later, Arthur comes to know about the essence of his life and that he can become the true king of Atlantis to save both the worlds, but he can only do this by finding the lost trident of Atlan. And so, a long journey towards finding it had been shown in the large part of the movie with her companion, that is Princess Mira. In the end, Aquaman finally stops the war and becomes the king. Aquaman falls in love with Mira. Tom unites with Atlanta, Orm sentenced to prison. Pirate is still alive. Surface people know more about Atlantis and its. Overall, it's a comedy movie. It has good amount of humor. I do love the filming, action, and the computer graphics used in this movie. One thing that I loved the most in this movie is that the hero is not shown all powerful from the very beginning. That is, there's a scene when I see that Aquaman flies away from a battle scene, and I don't remember a movie that I have seen where a hero flies away from a battle scene. This movie is different from all other superhero movies because it was the first time that a superhero was born underwater. Still, the imagination and thought process is praiseworthy. This movie is definitely going to have a part 2, but yeah, Aquaman has also shown his presence in Justice League movie, which was released just after this, but I am not able to see it because I have not seen the Arrow and Flash series yet, so no spoilers yet. I couldn't spot many brands in this movie because the entire theme of the movie suggested it to be shot underwater. But still, I managed to study on the truck which Aquaman was using in the beginning. So the truck is Chevrolet Silverado. And yeah, upon surfing the net for this car, its color combinations and sturdy busty look really made me go crazy enough. And it's also further known that Chevy trucks have been known for its off-road drive and reliable towing capacity. A very old Nikon film camera could also be spotted from the 1980s, and the speciality of which is that it's ultra compact and lightweight, and it's an SLR. Well, now talking about the special references in this movie, well, as I'm having a blind memory of the Dawn of Justice movie, Aquaman was flashed in the movie too when Batman asks Wonder Woman for bringing him the others of her kind. So it was a great spoiler which paved its way to this movie. And of course, like any other Hollywood movie, there was a mention of World War II. I don't know why there's a requirement of pushing World War II thing into every Hollywood movie, but still, that interesting turning point makes me more observant towards the movie. So it's an interesting turn of mention of World War II. Now talking about the location of the movie, it said that the location is Amnesty Bay in a place called Maine in the United States, and again it's an imaginative place when I searched for it on the net. The Roman history has also been retrieved in the movie by referring to the King Romulus of Rome, while the Aquaman was out for finding the strong trident. And yes, as always, our historians have said that Sahara was an ocean in the ancient days. It has been referred to as the ocean of sand in the movie, and I really love the shooting which was made in the desert, or the part of that desert was really good, and it grabbed my attention. Yeah, I know this may sound like a quite familiar and heard dialogue, but it still paves its way for making a fair scene out of any amount of wrongful done in any sort. Actually, this dialogue is also some sort of a motivational quote, and It's not that it's not relevant, but it again points out towards the thing that the king is not shown all powerful from the very beginning, and so this dialogue plays a good role and interesting plot. And yes, I have to say that I am literally a fan of this dialogue, because in the recent times when even the rulers or the leaders of the domestic nation are trying to apply a single leader rule, or trying to dominate on others, and the world is a need of a real hero. So this dialogue is really practical enough, and I really love this mention of this dialogue. Well, this scene actually made me laugh when the Atlantean queen, that is Mira, tries to show off by extracting water out of Aquaman's face, and then Aquaman really gets pissed off, and he just says that he could have simply peed over the thing when they try to extract the way to the trident. So it's really a funny scene. And lastly, this scene could be a good one for a childish laugh, because innocence can be always funny. And when Mira puts that roses in her mouth, and when Atlanta also eats the fish directly from the fish pond of Tom. Well, of course, I have to say that the characters chosen were absolutely great. They were all just perfect for all the action and the acting scenes. And I'm not just talking about the heroes or who are the lead cast, but also the enemy, like the Black Mantle and King Om, play a very good role by acting as a negative player in the movie. And nevertheless, that I saw Jason Momoa previously in Game of Thrones in a really sturdy and rough look, but it feels really great to have in a movie where there's even fun too and a good amount of humor. Oh, and I can tell how much I love this redhead. Also, her name is Amber Heard. Okay, so she's a 34-year American actress. Black Lives Matter. Yeah, of course, Black Lives have to matter. And so, just finally to conclude this review video, if I get around 2000 views in just 24 hours on this review video, be rest assured that my next video is going to be just in about a week's time. Share this video with all your Marvel DC fans, and also to those people who aren't having much time to watch all these movies but still want to have an overall look on these movies and are really interested to know what the story really is. And I'd love if you want to say anything in the comment section. It could just be about some interesting thing about the movie, or what movie do I review next, or anything, whatever.